Alright, yo. Can y'all hear me? Alright. Epic. Okay, so I have no idea why I got that 91st sub. Oh, no, that is not the title. Dude, like, I don't know really what I want to do right now, but basically, okay, I've got one. Okay, yeah, that's me. That's probably fucking me. Like, basically, I'm just gonna go over some fucking, like, Cenk Uygur shit because he covers Tucker Carlson a lot, and I noticed that, those are pretty fucking clickbaity because, like, Cenk Uygur's a moron, so there's, like, I know a lot of people watch him. So yeah, I didn't really have a plan for this shit, but you know, if I'm gonna look at Cenk Uygur, I need to be fucking high, okay? And I was going to get a big fat fucking blunt to look at it and go over his fucking Twitter account, you know? Because there's no way I'm doing that shit sober. Fuck no. But, like, we got some even better here today, okay? We got some Xanax, and it's like, well, I've been trying to find some, but, like, just because, you know, community guideline purposes, dude, I'm high as fuck, but, like, for community guideline purposes, motherfucker, just know, I did not buy this off of some fucking dude, like, this no, okay, this is my prescription for because I have a pimple right there. It's like actually, yeah, it hurts. Fuck, doesn't, so that I could sleep. What, because dude, it hurts so fucking much, dude. XD, you know. Yeah, I need to get some fucking acne for that shit. Either way, I'm about to take some of that. Hopefully this isn't gonna be fake. I mean, it's not gonna be fake. It's my doctor. What do you think? I don't know how strong this shit's gonna hit me, so I don't know. I'm gonna start off with one. Hopefully it's gonna hit me at some point, but bro, I've tried buying this shit so many times, and every time it was fucking fake. Oh god, this is a fucking horrible taste. Not like how I heard Goblin describe them, so we're probably on a good path. Defense of Pentagon. Dude, this is 2 days ago? Wow, I might add that to watch later, so that we can... Dude, this is, yeah, who cares? This looks so boring, like... What do people... Oh my god, George Floyd's... Okay, yeah, to be fair, the whole George Floyd thing, it made the left look worse. Look, what the right is doing, I know I've said this so many times. It was, like, what, the second or third video I, like, uploaded was talking about that. Dude, what the left did with George Floyd, it's pretty much what the right has been doing with, like, trans people and immigrants. Like, you know, that shit. Oh, well, immigrants, they're just criminals, dude. They just, bro, like, you see all this crime we're having here? Dude, I'm telling you, it's illegal immigration. When actually, immigrants, illegal and legal, they commit crime way less than like, native-born Americans. Same thing with, like, it's really like the transgender bathroom thing. Look, we found this one trans person who, got raped. I mean, who raped someone in a bathroom. You see what trans people do, and it's like, yeah, there they do it with cops. Yeah, we want this new race war to go so we can clickbait it. Yeah, that's just but yeah, it is true that George Floyd didn't die from fentanyl, even though he had some in his system. Yeah, he was killed by a knee on his neck. I think we all do realize that.
If you ever feel anxious...
Dude, I love how I just feel the need to comment on every fucking who cares thing. But I hope the weed's not gonna like make me not realize
depressed,
someone's in.
stressed, overwhelmed by the world.
Yesterday, a 21-year-old National Guardsman, Jack Teixeira, was arrested for allegedly...
Oh yeah, I saw Tucker defending this guy. Yeah, because the Pentagon papers he released. Apparently it started on a Minecraft Discord, I heard from Secular
leaking
Talk.
confidential Pentagon documents to a private Discord group. Now, immediately after that...
I heard from Secular Talk, apparently it was a Minecraft Discord. That's fucking hilarious.
That some Democrats were labeling him a traitor, saying that this is obviously incredibly serious. There were others, though, that leaped to his defense, including Representative Marjorie.
Apparently he's a whistleblower. Yeah, he leaked some text that shows that yeah, so basically let me say it from Tucker Carlson's angle first, then we'll see whatever the hell they have to say about it. It's probably gonna be stupid because it's like TYT, but yeah, apparently it showed that Ukraine is losing the war and not winning. And and apparently we are at war with Russia. Like, our soldiers are fighting Russian soldiers on the ground, and we don't know about it. At least that's what Tucker Carlson said. Now, that sounds insane, and a lot of I mean, dude, he feeds into a lot of things that just, dude, his producers just feed him a lot of garbage, and I understand it from his point of view. Look, these are the only people who haven't just thrown me under the bus, like what CNN and MSNBC did. And it's like, yeah, I get him having all this trust in his... Yeah, they have to be saying the truth. It's like, this is Fox News, right? But, dude, I don't know. That sounds fucking absurd. Yeah, let's see what they have to say.
Green, who tweeted that Jake is white, male, Christian, and anti-war.
Why does anybody care if he's white and male? Oh yeah, because that makes him an enemy to the Biden regime. I don't know, has Joe Biden started any wars? I don't fucking know what he did, to be honest.
That makes him an enemy to the Biden regime, and he told the truth about troops.
And by the way, the Biden... Yeah, I don't know, I don't really tend to listen to Joe Biden speaking. He's sort of like Trump, like he just sounds very slow. But yeah, I guess let me see. Yeah, dude, to be fair, like you saw with the George Floyd thing, that there was a lot of racism in the Democratic Party, like being against white people, like, oh, white males, especially white males, like, oh no, they're privileged, they're like exactly what we don't need more of. Like, and yeah, if there's a black person, especially a black woman, oh my god, she's black and she's a woman, let's celebrate that. Like, yeah, to be fair, the Democratic Party is pretty, fucking, pretty racist and pretty sexist too, but, I'm sorry, but right here, that has nothing to do with his race or with his, like, when did that come into anything? I'm sure if that was a woman, but, like, this would be this has nothing to do with his
being on the ground in Ukraine and a lot more.
I feel like it might already be something to hit me.
Ask yourself, who is the real enemy? A young, low-level National Guardsman, or the administration that is waging war in Ukraine, a non-NATO nation, against nuclear Russia?
Dude, I'm sorry about that. Dude, it's Marjorie Taylor Greene. Like, do I even need to refute? No.
Without war powers.
You all know because it's Marjorie Taylor Greene. What she's gonna say is probably fucking stupid, okay? Like that.
It wasn't just her, though.
I don't have the energy to refute everything that would be in a paragraph that Marjorie Taylor Greene would write, okay? Like, nobody has the fucking energy for
also
that,
leap to his defense. Take a look.
The news media are celebrating the capture of the kid who told Americans what's actually happening in Ukraine. They are treating him like Osama bin Laden, maybe a little worse, actually, because unlike Al-Qaeda, apparently this kid is a racist.
If the media is celebrating him, I don't feel like I am. But he has a good point about the Biden thing there. Jake Teixeira was hauled in, whereas with Obama it was catch and release, I guess. He's off living on a farm upstate, I think, right, Tucker? But anyway, what do you guys think about this?
No fucking idea.
The move to basically say
It looked like it from the picture of him getting arrested.
that because he released these documents that they believe reflect poorly on the war effort or something like that, that makes him a hero, and that Biden obviously despises him or something. I feel like they're filling a lot of the blanks there, but what do you think?
Let me fill in a couple more blanks.
Wait, I have no clue what you said because I'm high as
War
fuck.
effort or something like that, that makes him a hero. Basically say that because he released these documents that they believe reflect poorly on the war effort or something like that, that makes him a hero, and that Biden obviously despises him or something.
Basically what he's saying is he's a whistleblower, not a criminal. He should be celebrated because what he did was release information to the public that the public has a right to know, because they're paying for these things with their taxpayer dollars. That is pretty much exactly what he said, as I remember it. That's pretty much the whole thing.
I feel like they're filling a lot of the blanks there, but what do you think?
Let me fill in a couple more blanks. So some of the stuff that he released
this fucking dude
certainly helps the Russians have a lot better intelligence on the Ukrainians and us. So I don't know if that's part of the reason why Tucker Carlsons of the world are celebrating. Now, secondly, this is the same Fox News that told us Edward Snowden, Chelsea Manning, etc., were the worst traitors in the world. And now all of a sudden they're celebrating a guy who leaked documents, who, by the way, is not even a whistleblower. He didn't leak it to the press. He didn't say this is a national security issue.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, if he didn't do that, so yeah, if he was just like showing them in Discord servers,
and he didn't say that, hey, the American people need to know this because it's their government doing something wrong behind their back. No, he just leaked it to his buddies to impress them, and really sensitive information that can get people killed. Now, wait a minute. Actually, think about it.
Get people. Yeah, I have no idea what's in it. Don't.
Edward Snowden. Wasn't Edward Snowden also a Christian white male and anti-war?
Yeah, I don't care if he's a Christian white male. Fucking dude, nobody cares. Like, he's gotta bring up the race thing because fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene gave him an excuse to do it, so he's just gonna rant. Dude, like, because Marjorie Taylor Greene said it. Like, that is how little ammo you have. You literally have to go. Look, we found that one person who's bringing race into it. Like, we on the left now have that like free card to just play identity politics back, as we always do on our show, because we found one right winger who could do that. And like, I don't know how else we'd bring race into this, but like, here we go. We like, she just did it for us. Okay, well, fuck you, Marjorie Taylor Greene, for giving this fucking cunt another excuse to just keep talking about race instead of, you know, what matters.
But yet Donald Trump wanted to imprison him for life. Is Donald Trump against Christian white males? I'm just using Marjorie Taylor Greene's logic here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he's not gonna go on a race tangent. He probably is later in this video because this is 12 minutes long, and like, what fucking else is this guy talking about? But
they're hilarious. They're a joke. And guys,
dude, you know what? Yeah, fuck this. I know I took some Xanax, but I also got some else for my doctor. Alright, like, this is really lit. This is called some jiggers, apparently. It's sort of like molly, but I'm gonna feel this, alright? Now, let's go. Dude, some people say you shouldn't mix pills. Some people say you shouldn't mix uppers and downers. And I would tell them to go shut the fuck up, XD, because it's lit, okay?
Yesterday on the show, and the first day that it broke, I said, you gotta evaluate the evidence based on what he leaked. Was it a whistleblower, or was it gratuitous and endangered our secrets and our sources, right?
Yeah, but Tucker sort of went over what was in there, and like, you can dispute that, yeah, this is not what's in there. Like, he said precisely that, like, apparently what was being leaked is the fact that, and yeah, that is a very fair point. I hate this, but I have to give it to Cenk Uygur. Like, Yeah, that definitely doesn't make you a whistleblower if you're not releasing it to the public. Like, you're just releasing it to some Minecraft Discord. Cenk Uygur absolutely right on this, but what else did he say that he's definitely not?
Gratuitous and endangered.
Yeah, what Tucker Carlson said specifically was that what he released showed that Ukraine was losing the war, and that yeah, like what else? Dude, I forgot all the specifics. We're probably gonna have to go back to this because let's see. My live stream actually got 97 views. That's fucking insane. Yeah, that was definitely the video.
Told to print.
Okay.
Recordings just got
Yeah, we're
better.
just gonna look at this for content.
Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce
lies. We know that they're lies because late last week, leaked intelligence about the war in Ukraine began to appear on social media. Briefing slides prepared by the U.S.
Wait, what is lies?
These are the two essential themes of the war in Ukraine, and both of them are lies. Them from virtually every single outlet along the entire spectrum of our national news media.
Yeah, one of them, I remember this. One of them was definitely not true. That, like,
You've heard them every day since last February. You've heard them repeated by Ukraine's war to fight. Russia invaded Ukraine.
yeah, I'm gonna skip the...
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. For the past 14 months, you have heard two main things about the war in Ukraine. The first is that the war in Ukraine is a war of national sovereignty. It is not a proxy battle between superpowers. Russia invaded Ukraine. That was immoral. The United States supports Ukraine because the United States supports democracy. But the United States itself is not at war with Russia. This is Ukraine's war to fight. The second thing we have heard over and over again is that Ukraine is winning that war. Ukrainian troops are brave and noble. Russian troops are evil and incompetent. The Ukrainians are beating the Russians. In the end, their victory is inevitable. Now, you're very familiar.
Yeah, that's what I... In the end, their victory is inevitable? Who's saying that? Like, who's... I don't know, bro, I'm starting to feel some, bro.
With these points because you have heard them every day since last February. You've heard them repeated by every power center in the United States, the Pentagon, the White House, the leaders of both parties in Congress, CEOs, and celebrities. And most insistently of all, you've heard them from virtually every single outlet along the entire spectrum of our national news media. These are the two essential...
smoke some weed, bro. I was supposed to get some lean today. Get to try that out. That should be in a few days, bro. I'm about to get to try out a bunch of shit. Meanwhile, I do have this blunt, but a lot of weed fell out of this blunt. I have to get a lot more back in there, which sucks, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. Wait, let me get this paperclip, dude. Bro, paperclips are really good at doing shit. Dude, I need to shut the fuck up. Anyway, what the fuck? What is this? This is gay. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Bro, how am I gonna put more weed in this? I will find a way. Okay? I guarantee you that much. Okay, let me start putting some... Okay, I got some weed right here. That's pretty epic. Yeah, it's a little... Bro, I don't know how to fucking roll. So, somebody else rolled this for me, and like all the weed fell out. Now I'm having to squeeze some more weed back in there. Fucking lit. Dude, what the fuck? It's not going in. Gay. Okay, there we go. I'm getting it. Yeah, it's like, I wouldn't be wasting all of you viewers' times doing this if I had any views, but I don't, so. So, then we have this bit of weed that we could just squeeze in there. But I've never taken any of this. Like, Yeah, wait, jiggers. Yeah, I have taken that before. Sort of forgot how that feels, but Xanax, bro. That's a whole new ass thing. Okay, well now this should be filled up with a bit of weed. It's a very small joint, but I mean a blunt, but yeah. And then I got, let me see, what the fuck, bro. Hey, yeah. Then I can put the rest of that in there. You just find some of that, take the nicotine out of it, replace it with weed. Oh hell yeah, bro. That's shit smoke real good.
Essential themes of the war in Ukraine, and both of them are lies. We know that they're lies because late last week, leaked intelligence about the war in Ukraine began to appear on social media. Briefing slides prepared by the U.S. government.
I need a fucking lighter. Kill myself. Oh my god. Is this a lighter? No. Aye, this is a lighter. Okay.
Government began to show up, among other places, on Twitter. And the slides show that this is in fact not Ukraine's war. It's our war. The United States is a direct combatant in a war against Russia. As we speak, American soldiers are fighting Russian soldiers. So this is not a regional conflict in Eastern Europe. This is a hot war between the two primary nuclear superpowers on Earth. And yet this war has never been formally declared. It has not been authorized by Congress. And for that reason, this war is a violation of American law. It is a crime. The second thing that we learned from these slides is that despite direct U.S. involvement, Ukraine is in fact losing the war.
That's really weird that they'd be fighting on the ground when we both have nukes.
7 Ukrainians are being killed for every Russian. Ukrainian air defenses have been utterly degraded. Ukraine is losing. The Biden administration is perfectly aware of this. They're panicked about it, but they have lied about this fact to the public. Just 2 weeks ago, for example, Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin told the U.S. Senate that...
Yeah, to be fair, didn't Hitler sort of do that too? Like, just keep saying they were winning when... I mean, isn't that, I mean, what Russia's doing? Like, continue to say that they're winning when they aren't. Like, fucking whatever the fuck I was saying, dude, Jesus.
Russian military power is, quote, waning. In other words, Russia is losing the war. That was a lie. He knew it was when he said it, but he repeated it in congressional testimony. That is a crime. But Lloyd Austin has not been arrested for committing that crime. Instead, the only man who has been taken into custody, or likely ever will be, is a 21-year-old Massachusetts Air National Guardsman who leaked the slides that showed that Lloyd Austin was lying. He revealed the crimes, therefore he's the criminal. That's how Washington works. Telling the truth is the only real sin. Now, our news media exist and have constitutional protection precisely in order to push back against this grotesque standard. Their only job is to tell the truth. And yet tonight, the news media are celebrating the capture of the kid who told Americans what's actually happening in Ukraine. They are treating him like Osama bin Laden, maybe a little worse, actually, because unlike Al-Qaeda, apparently this kid is a racist. Here's CNN.
The Washington Post, as you know, reviewed video of this suspect yelling racial and anti-Semitic slurs.
Is this a dangerous person? This air guardsman who's now been taken into custody had talked about being a gun enthusiast, had been at gun ranges. He's obviously a member of the military.
And he's the big guy in the scene. Somehow he has access to this kind of information, and that makes him even larger.
A person who thinks that.
By the way, for sure, if he used his, like... Yeah, if that guy used his, like, involvement in the military to get those files... And, like, he's not allowed to get... Yeah, that is treason, by the way. It's true. I'm sorry. And, yeah, I have to point out, like, as Cenk Uygur said, yeah, this isn't really whistleblowing. I hadn't really thought about it. But, yeah, he wasn't leaking them to the public, actually. Like, he was just, like, showing them privately to his friends on a Discord server. No idea how that got caught. Did someone else, like... called it? I have no idea, but
They know better than everyone else. They're smarter
yeah, the government probably caught on to it because it's private
than everyone else in their view.
That this is a 21-year-old man. He's described as a gun enthusiast. Feels like in some of these descriptions, somebody who's maybe hungry for power.
I don't know. School shooters, though, like I know gun into. It sounds like what they're going for. Oh, we're being, of course. It sounds like what they're going for is, oh well, he's a potential school shooter or some shit. I mean, not very smart to release some fucking like government documents, especially some shit that is like big enough that you'd get taken to jail for. And that it'd end up on like national fucking television and shit. Yeah, to leak that to people in a fucking Minecraft Discord or whatever, yeah, that sounds pretty stupid, but I doubt any school shooter ever would be smart enough to even find a way to fucking have access to such documents. Like, there's just no way, dude. That's just no.
So
Not in a
this
million
21-year-old Air National Guardsman from Massachusetts is not a whistleblower, CNN explains, with the help of the many intelligence agency figures it has now hired as analysts. No, he's not a whistleblower. He's a criminal. Because he is, unlike the people who run our government, quote, hungry for power. And because this 21-year-old was so hungry for power, federal law enforcement had to swing into action with unfamiliar speed and efficiency and apprehend him. He was that threatening. Now, keep in mind, as of tonight, we still don't know where Jeffrey Epstein got hundreds of millions of dollars. We have no idea. Nor do we know what he did for a living. We don't know who left pipe bombs on Capitol Hill.
That's why I guess he probably had a lot of context that, like, wasn't given to him there, but... yeah, that definitely, I'm gonna have to side with Cenk Uygur here, one of the rare times, but, yeah, that's sort of what I expected.
Our secrets and our sources, right? And I said, I don't care that he's racist and anti-Semitic. That's his personal issue. As far as the law is concerned, I care about what he leaked, right?
Yeah, and also, by the way, yeah, I guess if he's yelling, thing is, you can't really know, like, chances are, if somebody who did that, given all the, like, context, yeah, he was doing that, and he was yelling those, unless he was mentally ill, like, probably, but, by the way, there are a lot of people who might do that, especially when they get drunk or high, because it's funny to piss off libtards. Like, literally just because of that. Just like, you might, I don't know, like to go out in public and say, no, fuck the Bible. So, like, make a joke about God not being real. About, like, fuck God or some shit, because it triggers conservatives. Well, like, just like some people on the left, I'm sure you'd understand that, enjoy pissing off conservatives by, like, maybe making jokes about the Bible or whatever the fuck. Like, yeah, some people on the right, or some people in general, like pissing off libtards because libtards are just funny to piss off. And, yeah, those slurs, literally a fucking adult telling another adult that they can't say a fucking curse word because it offends them. Like, it doesn't get any dumber than that. Like, why wouldn't people want to do that just because of that? Like, do you know why kids love saying curse words so much? Because it's funny when adults keep fucking telling them that, yeah, this fucking random word, oh, you can't say what, it's gonna put a curse on you. Like, superstition past like, in the fucking 21st century. It's so stupid. Like, you can't say this word. Well, when you're an adult, and that makes it even dumber, well, either way, it's just as stupid. Like, you can't say a word, but, like, especially intuitively, way more people are gonna get this. Like, as an adult, you just have a problem with another adult fucking swearing. Like, what in the hell is your problem? Like, you don't like this swear word? Oh, well, it's because you're white, actually. Well, that makes it even fucking more dumb, because not only are you saying that it's bad that you're doing this because you're fucking white, so not the right race, but you're saying that I'm fucking racist for fucking being white and saying that. So, like, you're literally making a racist argument to virtue signal and be pissed off about racism. So that gives every reason to want to yell the N slur. Because saying nigger is funny. It pisses off libtards. Like, you got a fire alarm for libtards, why wouldn't you ring it? So, yeah, but given the context, yeah, that kid was probably racist, but, I just wanted to throw it out there, because I'm high on fucking all types of shit, and I love throwing that out there. No, dude, saying nigger doesn't make you racist. Like, there's black people who have pointed that out. What are they, just like Kanye, dude? Yeah, I'm sorry, but, saying the N slur, I have gone to high school. It was, like, pretty much half the people over there, were black, like pretty much most of the black people there, they wouldn't go like more than 3 sentences without saying the word nigger in them. Like, are they all fucking racist? I'm sorry, dude, I don't think so.
But apparently,
and anti-Semitic slurs, do those even exist? Like, filthy Jew? That's not even really a slur. That's an insult towards Jews. Like, that's... Is there... I think I heard of one at some point. I might have put that in general on my Discord. That I might have to use that more because I just heard that it existed. And then I completely forgot about it. Yeah, I should look... Bro, I'm feeling... Oh, dude, I think it's that jigger hitting me, bro. Bro, I am... Bro, maybe it's the blunt, bro. Dude, I'm... Bro. Yeah, dude, I need to get more high so that I can feel more of, like, all 3 of these, you know? Jesus Christ. Let's fucking go.
the Tucker Carlsons and the Marjorie Taylor Greens of the world do care that he's racist and anti-Semitic. They have found that as a reason to defend him. That's amazing.
So I think we need to be cautious.
That's not them using that as a defense. That's just him saying, yeah, that's all they care about is... And it's like, yeah, the bigger context behind the story was just like, yeah, this guy's just, this information should be public. I get, like, the whistleblower point, like, he's weak on that point, but the rest of the stuff, like, we just saw the context. If those documents really did have that in them, yeah, the public should have a right to know. Now, yeah, this guy wasn't a whistleblower, I concede to that, but, I mean, his main point was that, and when he brings that other point on, I think he's really trying to draw in your head. See, like, these Democrats, all they care about is race. They have to put racism into fucking every story when it's just not relevant to this. Him leaking documents, like, oh, and he happens to be racist too. Okay, like, what do you want to... I guess that's something that the media might include in this shit. But, like, yeah, specifically because, like, he's doing... Like, I guess, but, like, Tucker's point is, like, yeah, they always try to bring racism into it. And, I guess here, maybe it's, I don't know the context behind this story, to be honest. Like, if he even did that. Like, I sort of get both sides on that. Dude, I'm so fucking gone, but I wonder if I took another bar, like...
Cautious with how we react to what was actually leaked, right? They use this...
Well, I sort of want to be sober and take a bar. And, like, see exactly what it does to me.
Same line of attack against Chelsea Manning, against Snowden. People conflated the two because they were so confused, because a lot of this stuff is obfuscated. The line of attack against Manning especially was, she's going to get people killed with these leaks. Well, is that proven? It really wasn't clear. But they're doing that to scare people into just accepting and adopting the national security line. And I'm also curious why there was this rush from Bellingcat.
I didn't hear, like, anything else he said, but yeah, I get that point. Like, they were gonna get people killed. Like, that's a fair thing to say, even if it's a lie. Like, sometimes you do have to lie for the public's interest. Like, that's completely fair.
Is very suspicious. A lot of red flags around them. And also New York Times reporters rushing to dox this person.
Yeah, like, what that... Dude, the New York Times has doxed... I've heard from Tucker Carlson, like, very recently, the New York Times did dox somebody. Oh, yeah, and it was, yeah, it was that person who, claimed Joe Biden sexually assaulted her. Yeah, they put her, like, not her IP address, but like her address where she lives. Like they did dox her, like into very personal details. Like I think honestly, what I would have done if I was Tucker Carlson reviewing that story, I would have like found out exactly who was responsible for the New York Times like leaking her stuff, doxing her, and I would say, well, here's everybody who was involved in doxing her and not allowing for it to be taken down after she requested that. Here are all of the public addresses. Here on just flashing in front of you on the screen, you have all of their houses. This is their house, and here's the sign of their street address. Because, well, if you do that to others, you should be held to the same standards that you hold others to. So, yeah, they did it to you. You should do it to them. That's fair. Like, that is as fair as you could go. So that's what I would have done if I was Tucker Carlson. I mean, they did it to someone. It's only fair you do it to them back. But
why? How is that in the national interest? Shouldn't the federal government be doing that? It's just very odd.
I mean, I guess in this case, if he leaked documents and like if it does get people killed, like if it did get people killed, then that's fair. But yeah, I know the New York Times, it's not the first time they did this, and I just saw it being covered on Tucker Carlson. And I heard some left-wingers, like the Humanist Report, were like pretty much agreeing with Tucker on this whole situation. So, yeah, at first I was like, dude, like no way this happened. But like, I still don't really know. But like, it's true that the way they're covering this shit. Apparently there was some other person. All the Democrats were just like, yeah, this guy, lock him up. He definitely committed rape. Just believe the victim. But in this situation, apparently there's a lot more evidence, and they aren't with that. But yeah, that's the story behind that. I don't know why I even went into that. But yeah, that girl who said Joe Biden fucking fingered her pussy, pretty much. Yeah, she what's it called? The fuck was it? Yeah, like her address, her everything was leaked to like by the New York Times. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just have a history of doing this shit. If they just have a habit of doing this shit, like they shouldn't be allowed to just fucking do that. Like I know doxing isn't illegal unless you do it specifically with the intent of harming someone, to maliciously harm them. Apparently that is the law, and it's like you can't prove necessarily that it was, but you're a news company. If you are like the New York Times is like a fucking official fucking news, you can't dox people unless they dox someone. You can't dox them. Like that's like you can't just fucking dox some random person who did nothing to you.
For big institutions and legacy media outlets to be rushing to dox somebody who, by all accounts, didn't even intentionally try to leak these things. Like you're pointing out, Cenk, wasn't a whistleblower, wasn't doing it out of, concern over what the U.S. is doing. Was just trying to brag to his friends in a private Discord server. And on that front, I think it poses a bunch of new challenges for the military and for the national security state going forward, because this is a really new sort of issue, new sort of security issue. Traditionally, these types of leaks have either been handed over to a reporter in secret or uploaded to different reporters or whistleblowers or places like WikiLeaks. Now it's this guy thought he was private, and it really makes you think about what actually is digital lives. But the one thing we really need to pump the brakes on is what came out today, which is that the federal government is now going
to be fair, yeah, I'm sorry, but we're still right on this point. If you don't have some secret fucking if you don't have some shit that is illegal and could get you, nobody cares. Nobody's going to try to collect specifically your data. And fucking use it maliciously to harm you unless you have some virus or some shit. I mean, all that this shit does, when like the internet collects your data, it's literally using it to like try to understand better what you'd be into, to try to get ads to you that'd be more relevant to you. So it's literally just doing you a fucking favor. Like, you're not that important unless you are like somebody of high stature or some shit. Like, if you're middle class, this isn't important. You're not that important to fucking Joe Biden that, oh yeah, he'll want to, like, the fucking elites and all that shit. They'll just like take your info and like, I don't know, you ever send in much of mine. If you're not doing illegal shit, you're just going by your daily fucking lives. Doesn't matter if you're like saying fucking nigger, like some slurs over the internet in your Discord chat. If you're being super woke, super toxic, or super rednecks, super like OG and shit, it doesn't matter. The government is not going to track if you're some random person. And otherwise, like, people who are more susceptible to this, because I don't know, maybe they're more well known and they have more reasons to like be aware of that. Like, those people, they're going to be more experienced and they're probably gonna use like fucking Tor or some shit. Yeah, I used the Tor browser once to because my mother was being fucking gay, and she like at some point, dude, I was so fucking mad that I hadn't put a password on my computer. Like, she fucking went over there, put for 1 year. Like, I had a after like normally 12 in the evening, my computer would not like, it had pretty much just shut down. Like, it wouldn't work. Like, she put a thing, the internet wouldn't work after midnight. And like, I switched up my clock to like make it to 2 in the morning, but it was just auto regulated to be that way. So I was too much of a moron to know how to tune it up to like 3 or 4 that way. Like, but yeah, but back in those days, I was like on the internet up till like 5 fucking a.m. And since the internet after 12, like, it had shut down, I just get fucking Tor browser, and I legit streamed fucking me playing Duck Life on Cool Math Games on the fucking Tor browser and shit. Dude, those were fun times. But yeah, people who are more susceptible to that, they'll just use Tor and they'll know what they're doing. If you're some random person who's just living their random person life, this doesn't fucking concern you. Like, no. This is not a threat to you or any of that. Like, no one cares. Accepting cookies will not lead to you becoming the next celebrity over just you having a goof or you saying some dumb shit. Like, this thing of think before you post. Nothing on the internet. You can delete stuff, but it's not really gone. It's like, no, motherfucker. I type a YouTube comment, and it's like some shit I'm being really edgy. I might like, the worst thing that had happened is I get negative replies, and I can either be a bitch and delete that comment, which I've never done, or I can like just realize, oh wow, I was a bitch, my bad, and answer the comments with, well, yeah, I'm sorry for being a, like, Gaylord jackass earlier, but, yeah, that was my bad, bro, XD. And if I delete that ever, it's gone. Like, unless somebody archives it, but unless I'm a huge unless this shit blows the hell up, which it won't, no. Like, your average person does not need to worry about that. It's all just virtue signaling.
Consider and evaluate options on how they can monitor and surveil private chats like Discord. So they're using this again as an opportunity to further encroach on what should be your digital privacy. They've already infiltrated every other aspect of our lives through things like the Patriot Act. Now they're using this to justify more surveillance. So we really need to slow down and not unilaterally accept this national security line that this is going to put anybody in danger.
Look, I
Yeah, I guess he's going to the government skeptic line now. To be fair, I saw that. Oh wow, I was the Well, probably not, since I've been
like
watching.
we've now said a couple times. I don't think this guy's a whistleblower, and I think we can't have every bozo who works.
By the way, do I have a single viewer? No. Actually, Oh, actually, yeah. Hello. Are you AFK? Can you type some? Let me know you're here. Wazam. How's it going? Please don't tell me that's me. Oh, you know, 2 now? Bro, do I really have 2 people watching? That'd be really lit if I do, but, how's it going? Yeah, I don't think, yeah, anyway.
With national security secrets, just bring in the Mar-a-Lago and give him out the guests. But seriously, like, whether it's Trump or this guy, we can't just let them break the law nonstop. I'm not saying rush to judgment. Definitely, you're right that let's be considerate. Let's make sure that was it really breaking the law? Did it really endanger people? But if it did, then I think he should face the consequences for sure. Now, having said that, the thing I agree with you 200% on is because he just randomly put it on some sort of Discord server doesn't mean that the digital privacy of all Americans should be violated. That's a hell no to that extension. No way. And then no one on the right wants that. No one on the left wants that. Only like establishment goons in Washington want it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. The idea that you would use this one incident as like the rationale.
Some people on, I don't know.
Now I guess those aren't private anymore. I guess, and
yeah, he's probably right.
And other similar services. Discord obviously is one of many similar sorts of services. Seems crazy. When it comes to the content of the secrets,
Dude, Discord is like the most free speech platform I've ever come across. Like, I've gotten put the wildest shit in my Discord server. It's all still Discord has never banned me or done anything to me for any reason. Like, dude, the only person I know who's had their Discord banned, it's because he keeps fucking doxing people and swatting them. I don't know if dude, he's fucking insane. Like, dude, like, anytime, this kid's just so funny. Like, he gets in fucking flame walls with people and he's like, dude, that's it, I'm fucking doxing. This fucking guy, I swear. But like, dude, unless you do that type of shit, your Discord account does not get banned. You can post whatever, like, it's like possibly the most free speech platform I've ever seen. And it's also because you're just in servers.
Honestly, I don't even particularly care. I don't even know.
Yeah, people have posted some just the wildest of the wildest stuff in my Discord and other Discords. It's like the most free speech you get. Like, you do not have to worry about getting banned on Discord. So I'm sorry, but from a consumer's perspective, you're entirely wrong. Discord might be, like, by far the platform I love the most in terms of no censorship. I guess there's Snapchat too. I've never gone banned on Snapchat, but it's like that platform's just fucking cancer. Like, it's just retards taking pictures of themselves. Like, hey, look, I fucking still exist, dude. And it's like, dude, we fucking know, okay? No,
at this point, what a whistleblower is, what makes you one, what makes you not. We will see as stuff comes out. For me, it's just the obvious hypocrisy that, look, Tucker Carlson and Marjorie Greene want the U.S. to pull out of
Dude, you should, like, not associate Tucker Carlson with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Like, Marjorie Taylor Greene is just an insane fucking wacko virtue signaler. And, like, she also is sort of a bitch. She literally said she wanted her own fucking safe space. Like, wasn't she crying about that too? Like, I don't know, I have no clue, but like, dude, Tucker sort of defends Marjorie because, like, they sort of align a lot on issues, but, like, dude, she's just insane. Like, she will go with any conspiracy, just insane as it may sound, and she will just tweet it out as fact. Like, I don't even, of course, I don't look at her Twitter feed, but I get enough from people, like, showing me some. Apparently, she even used to retweet or some, like, on Facebook or whatever, some, like, some Nazi type shit where, like, she thought the Jews were, like, went on the moon. Or, I don't fucking remember. Something about the moon landing and the fucking Jews. Or, I forgot what the fuck it was, but like she just fucking tweets whatever insane like shit she hears from the right. Just fucking tweet it. This happened, right? Like, I found something online, bro. Holy shit! It says some nasty stuff about you. How about you have to respond to this, right? Otherwise, you're like, she just goes with the most insane dumb shit she can.
Ukraine to not support anymore. That's it. And so, thus, they filter everything that happened here through that lens. And they're not even satisfied with what was actually revealed. Tucker Carlson was saying on his show that it revealed that US soldiers were in a shooting war with Russia. Didn't show that. Fox News had already confirmed that it didn't show that earlier in the day. He's not interested in what's really going on. And one would think that if reality...
I have no idea what you just said. Could you repeat that? I think this is definitely...
Want the US to pull out of Ukraine to not support anymore. That's it. And so, thus, they filter everything that happened here through that lens. And they're not even satisfied with what was actually revealed. Tucker Carlson was saying on his show that it revealed that US soldiers were in a shooting war with Russia. Didn't show that. Fox News had already confirmed that it didn't show that earlier in the day. He's not interested in what's really going on. And one would think that if reality, that which a whistleblower can reveal to us is what's most important, then you wouldn't feel the need to lie about what had just been revealed. And then also, Marjorie Greene, her involvement here.
And yeah, I'm sorry, but what were the I don't know. Like, this is public now. Like, what's the I don't know. Since Tucker knows what's in the documents, you probably should too. So if you're like, no, this isn't what was in them, you're not saying here's what was in them. You can take out the stuff that would potentially harm, like, national security if it was like to become more public information, like to be spread around, and just give us the gist of why no, this isn't true. Here's what, like, the bulk of what you can without like causing a national security threat or whatever the fuck.
She's using this as in the same way that Tucker Carlson will every once.
And yeah, I'm sure he can't just get away with saying that type of dumb shit if it's not true because he's on fucking Fox News. Like, you can't just say dumb shit
in a while, use the term elite to pretend that he's a populist. She's using this to pretend that she's
MSNBC. You can, but not on
anti-war. She's going to go right back to advocating for an invasion of northern Mexico next week. So it's just BS. The idea that she thinks that we need to have like more sympathy for people who leak stuff. Literally last week, she was calling for Alvin Bragg to be locked up because they thought that the exact count of indictments had been leaked maybe 60 minutes before Trump was arraigned. She said that's illegal, he should be locked up. So the idea that they love leaks all of a sudden is ridiculous too. I think that everyone should...
Dude, Marjorie Taylor Greene, like, you're using examples of her being a hypocrite. Like, and you just juxtapose her with Tucker. Look, they align on it. Dude, Tucker is not Marjorie Taylor Greene. You could find multiple incidences of her being a hypocrite because she'll go on any trend that's just as extreme as you can. That's just, oh, look, a new story saying the Democrat, I'm outraged. The Democrat, oh, look, these fucking Democrats are outraged. Like, of course it's gonna be hypocritical because she's just talking out of her ass. Just saying just insane shit. Like mentally retarded, like, super right-wing kid with just fucking bipolar and schizophrenia. Like,
Should try to
pretty much that, but like a less authentic version.
Maintain a standard and apply it across these. That is not what has happened. As you guys have pointed out, Tucker Carlson was attacking Edward Snowden back in the day.
No clue who that is.
Donald Trump, when he left office, he gave pardons or reduced sentences to 143 people, from Steve Bannon to Lil Wayne. Snowden wasn't one of those. Julian Assange.
Don't know who that is, but what did this have to do?
Wasn't one of those. If there was any behind the scenes advocacy on the part of Tucker Carlson or Marjorie Greene for those pardons, I haven't heard anything about it. And so for me, it's just the massive hypocrisy. Everything.
Yeah, so if they had anything to do with it, I didn't hear. Yeah, so that sort of means they didn't have anything to do with it. So what the fuck are you talking
is
about?
100% contingent on what these people.
I just can't stop looking at these fucking things whenever I look at their videos. It's like the most entertaining thing in their videos. It's just this fucking background. And I'm just, dude, I'm sort of fucking autistic, like with OCD and shit. And like, dude, looking at that, especially on a show boring like this, it's like,
want politically out of each individual circumstance, principles be damned.
Yeah, super quick. I just want to follow up on that. I was going to say the same thing about Bannon. He's an absolute criminal and pardoned by Donald Trump, but he couldn't find his way to pardoning Assange or Snowden. So they don't care about whistleblowers at all. All they want to do is protect criminals. And then on war,
dude, this fucking guy, dude, I'm getting fucking tired. It's not like anyone's watching this anyway. Cenk Uygur's boring, but I guess he did make some decent points. I'm sure I'll watch secular talk make like 100 times better. You know what? In fact, he probably has let's see. He's probably covered it a lot fucking better. No, he hasn't covered this because no one cares and it's not an important topic. Well, I hope y'all have enjoyed this live stream and I will see y'all next.